What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well. The last time I reviewed a monitor on the channel, it was the ViewSonic panels that you see behind me here on the wall, and you guys reached out and asked if I could maybe check out a curved monitor, so I have went ahead and got one in, so let's take a look at it. So today we will be looking at the ViewSonic XG3202-C. Long ass name aside, what we have here is a 32-inch 144Hz curved gaming monitor that supports AMD Freesync, so it is perfect for those rocking a full AMD setup, which I soon will be, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So unboxing this was a pleasure due to the fact that no assembly is required at all, something that I definitely appreciate. So in the box you will get all of your usual items. First of all, you get a DisplayPort cable, you get a UK plug for powering the monitor and a spare in case you would decide to take your monitor travelling with you. You get an audio lead, you get a piece of metal which I will show you more on shortly, and last of all you get your usual quick start guide. So it's been a while since I have had a curved monitor in the office, and when I took this out of the box I was certainly impressed with its looks. It features a solid and stylish metal stand that does a great job ensuring there is no wobble, and you don't have to worry about it moving around either, as there is some seriously grippy rubber along the bottom. So in terms of adjustment, all we have is tilt, which is perfectly fine on a curved gaming monitor, as I imagine no one would go ahead and rotate it. But who am I? Probably the comment section will be lit up with people telling me that they rotate their curved gaming monitor. Obviously height adjustment would have been nice, but it's not available here. So when it comes to the bezels, the side and top feature nice slim ones, and the bottom is slightly larger, but overall no complaints here. In terms of branding, ViewSonic have kept it low key with a simple ViewSonic logo on the bottom bezel, and have saved the large in your face logo for on the rear, which obviously won't bother anyone. Speaking of the rear, if we take a closer look, you will see that the monitor does offer a VESA mount in case you plan to put this on your wall, and you will also find the control knob on the rear for going through the menus. I definitely prefer this to a load of separate buttons, as it makes navigating so much more pleasant. On the left hand side of the panel you will find a single USB input, and all the other ports are on the bottom. We have a DisplayPort 1.2a, an HDMI 1.4, DVI, VGA and audio inputs all on the left, and on the right you will find the power input. Last of all, you will find your speakers are downward facing. In terms of sound, they're not too bad at all, but obviously a gaming headset is the way to go. And speaking of a headset, that piece of metal I showed you earlier screws into the rear, allowing you to hang your headphones up behind the monitor, which is a very nice touch. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the panel, but just before we begin, I want to make this clear: this panel is aimed at casual gamers. It's definitely not for esports enthusiasts or people who like to video edit and photo edit, etc. So just people who want to come in, have a few games and don't take it too seriously. With that said, this 32-inch 1920 by 1080 monitor sports a typical 1800R curve. That did take me some getting used to while gaming, but consuming content on it was absolutely awesome. ViewSonic also uses a super clear VA panel, which I will admit isn't as common as IPS and TN panels that we are used to, but it does offer great contrast and image depth with a brightness of 300 CD and a static contrast ratio of 3000 to 1. This in turn gives you not only awesome brightness levels, but a nice clear view while playing games with darker areas. As mentioned earlier, it has a refresh rate of 144Hz and a response time of 6 milliseconds and supports AMD FreeSync technology. I have spent the last few weeks gaming on this panel and watching YouTube, etc, and I will admit it took some adjusting coming from a 1440p IPS panel, but it was definitely a pleasure to utilise. The viewing angles are great, and out of the box the colour settings are more than satisfactory for gaming, but of course you can jump in and tweak those if you wish. For those of you worried about response times, etc, forget it, as I was still as awesome as ever when it came to PUBG and CSGO, so no worries on that front at all, especially when it runs at 144Hz. But as I have said, if you're a serious esports player, this isn't the kind of panel you would be looking for anyway. Okay guys, so let's wrap this up. If you're looking to pick one of these monitors up, it will set you back around £420 here in the UK and around $499 in the US, but that is Amazon pricing, and I'm pretty sure you could find it cheaper elsewhere if you go and look around. But for the price, you are getting a well-built monitor that delivers an immersive experience for the casual gamer. I really didn't have any problems gaming on it. It did take some getting used to, coming from the panels that I use behind me, as obviously these 1440p 165Hz, I am pretty spoiled, but I did get used to it, and honestly I definitely enjoyed my time with it, especially watching YouTube etc on the big curved monitor. So that pretty much rounds it up, guys. If you have any questions, as always, hit me up below, even if it's not relevant to the video, you know I'll get back to you. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.